Hi everyone, I'm back. Didn't know if I was gonna make a video today, but I decided to. It is Thursday, Throwback Thursday. I've been thinking all day what I should be telling to you guys. Wait. Okay, sorry, I have a mirror down there. I wanted to make sure I had no lipstick on my lips. I am throwing it back to my emo kid punk days, which were not very emo kid or punk because I really didn't listen to much music that would make me an emo kid. I just liked the fashion, and my mom encouraged my freedom of self-expression like all good mothers should do. And so yeah, but I had bought and maybe you guys have some, I'm gonna go on a little makeup tangent for a minute. I had bought Obsessive Compulsive's lip tar back last Christmas. I had tried it out multiple times at Sephora. I was using the black. I loved it, fell in love with it. My one friend swore by it. They had a blue color, and we both bought, they bought white, I bought black. And there was some issues with, like, it looked like it was separating, and the white we kind of thought as much, but the black, and I bought it and it never came out as matte as it did at Sephora. And if you've ever used lip tar or heard of lip tar, it should come out matte unless you get the metallic ones, which I did not get. So I was really disappointed with it, and I kept meaning to take it back, but it went to, like, too much time passed, so I still have this lip tar. But this Halloween I found at Rite Aid, because I'm also cheap and like to go to like get drugstore makeup. I found it's Fantasy Maker's Wet n Wild black lipstick, and it actually works pretty well. I mean, it's just a cheap lipstick, but I'm actually glad I got this because my Wet n Wild just wasn't, or my Obsessive Compulsive lip tar was just not working for me. And I was really disappointed. I don't know if anyone else has had that issue. So, and I haven't used this much. I actually thought I lost it at one point after I'd like used it once, and I was really disappointed. So when I was doing my makeup before making this video, I was like, you know what, instead of going my normal neutral or my normal red, I'm gonna rock the black and take you back to my middle school days, where okay, I didn't break anything. Where I was a bit of a little wannabe emo kid. So back in middle school, it was, I mean, and I didn't even start doing it, it was like 9th grade when I started getting into my style. A little bit in 8th grade. 7th grade, I was just wearing pajamas to school every day. And this went into high school, my little, like, punk kind of phase. It started phasing out in 12th grade when I started getting into crop tops and all that stuff, and I started getting like kind of my country style, but I still rock like flannel and like little punk like elements thrown in. I love my combat boots, whatever. So that's just my style, but which doesn't really have to do with this story. But through middle school, I was dealing with a lot of bullying, and not just to me, but to other people. And I, like, if you watch my first video, I like to stand up for myself, but as I got older, I tended to stand up for other people more than myself. I just kind of let the bullying to me either roll off my back or someone else kind of took care of me. So back when I was in middle school, I shared a bus with my friend Jess, Jill, and Katie. And Jill and Katie were older than me by a year, so they were in 9th grade and me and Jess were in 8th grade. And every day we would sit in the middle of the bus together and have a good time and whatnot. And the 9th grade boys, mostly 9th grade boys, probably some 8th grade boys too, all sat in the back of the bus, and then the little 7th graders sat in like the front of the bus. Not that they were all that little at the time, but the one day, I don't even know how it happened, the 9th grade boys got Jill's backpack, like just somehow took it from her. We were still in the school parking lot, so it's not even as if like we hid, like we braked or something and her backpack slid to the back. I don't know how they got it. I think it was sitting on the floor and they like snuck it like underneath the seat. I don't really remember, but they got her backpack and they started pulling out from like the smaller pockets, pens, pencils, feminine hygiene products, just all that stuff. No girl, I mean, no one really wants to lose a pen or pencil, but no girl wants, like, the feminine hygiene products showed, especially in front of, like, a bunch of middle school boys who are crummy. So they're all laughing and stuff, and she's just sitting in the seat like, give me my backpack back, and they won't give it to her, and they're throwing stuff around. I don't know what our bus driver was doing. We were still sitting at the school parking lot. Like, I don't know how she didn't notice. The obvious bullying was going on, and this was, like, at this time, like, the anti-bullying campaigns were really big. Like, this isn't, like, this should have been stopped, and not by a little 8th grader. It should have been stopped by the adult. But, I finally had enough, and I walked back to the back of the bus, little weirdo me, and I was like, give me your backpack. And they all started laughing at me because, again, I'm just like this little scrawny 8th grader with my braces, and probably at that point I had my hair colored like some weird color, and I was awkward, and they all just laughed at me, and I held up my hand again, like really, like, angry, and I was like, give me her backpack, and I kind of made a little bit more of noise, so I don't know if they got afraid that the bus driver was going to hear me, or notice that I was standing up, or whatever, but they handed it over to me, and I sadly didn't get her pens and pencils and all that stuff that they had managed to throw out, but I mean, the important stuff like homework and textbooks were all still in there, and like, if she had a cell phone at the time, that was still in there, so that was all good. And I walked back to my seat and handed Jill her backpack, and felt really proud of myself because it took a lot of courage to stand up, and I just couldn't watch my friend get bullied like that for like no, like there was no, I mean, not that there's any reason to bully, but it was just such a random, like, we never did anything to anyone. The 4 of us just stayed quiet in our little middle row. Like, I don't know why all of a sudden that day they decided to pick on her, but, I stood up for her, and the next day, and I didn't tell my mom or anything. Like, I obviously wasn't doing this to, like, play here. I was just standing up for a friend, so I really didn't tell anyone. But a few days later, I guess my friend Jess's mom because I'm assuming my friend Jess had told her mom, and my mom then heard, and she was like super proud of me, and so was Jess's mom. They were just like, they were, I guess Jess's mom came into the salon maybe where my mom works, and they were talking, and like she was like, I'm so proud of your daughter. And it was just, I didn't have a lot of good moments in middle school. They were all pretty crappy. So, but like those few moments where I was able to stand up for someone and do like a good deed and not let like someone be bullied, and those are like the few good moments I have in middle school. Like, yeah, there are a few fun moments. I got to go to New York. I got to go to an amusement park twice actually. And I had a good time in choir and stuff like that. But it was really, honestly, when I look back at like the good times, which weren't many in middle school, those are the times I really think about. And I had a few of them. Despite all the bullying I was getting, I just didn't like when I'd see other people getting bullied. And thankfully I had a really good friend group back then. I mean, I'm not friends with some of them, but a lot of my friends that I did have in middle school, I am still really close to, or friends that I even had before middle school, but we got really close in middle school because you had a band together. I'm still really close to, and I really just, again, that was just a good little throwback moment. I mean, it sucked because of the bullying, but it was just a good moment for, like, just standing up to people. So yeah, that's my Throwback Thursday. And my, again, I do want to do like a makeup tutorial or something at some point. I need like to be able to edit that video, so I want to like look over a Movie Maker because right now it's giving me all these terms and agreements that I don't really even fathom right now, so I'm gonna have some friends help me. I'm really not tech savvy, but yeah, I'd love to like do a makeup video, and yeah, so that's my Throwback Thursday. If you've ever stood up to bullies, either for yourself or for a friend, leave me a comment or give me a video response. Not that anyone's really watching this yet, but and stand up to those bullies, or go get help from an adult. My bus driver should not have not noticed what was going on. I mean, she wasn't the best bus driver either. I have stories about that. But really, like, that should have never happened. An adult should have come in, but it didn't. So either stand up for someone that you see being bullied, or go get an adult that will stop what's going on. Bullying should not be happening this day and age. It's 2016, people. That was 2007 when that, or 2007 or 8. Depends on what part of the year it was, obviously. But yeah, this should not be going around still. Like, really, bullying should just, like, I'm in the real world now, so I don't deal with it nearly as much. But, I mean, at work I even get bullied by, like, just customers sometimes. But, yeah, so do your, I don't want to say do your part, but do your part. Like, help someone out, or get someone to help them out. No one should feel alone. And middle school's hard. It's a hard point in your life. I totally get it. So, I'll share a few more of my middle school stories, on Throwback Thursdays. I have a few more about bullying. I have a few just awkward situations. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you'd enjoy. Did you hear that? That was my bird whistling. It's Rio. I don't know if that's gonna come up on camera. So have a great weekend. I may make a video on Saturday or Sunday or Monday. Again, I won't be making a video I can't see myself. Maybe I'll make a video on Friday. I don't know. I probably won't. I know I won't be making one Saturday unless for some reason my stepsister wants to make some excursion video with me. But again, I don't really have the means to edit at the moment, so we'll see about that. Have a great weekend if I don't see you, and be safe. Bye!